Hi there, it's Henry Smith here from IamWealthyandRich.com. Let's adjust the screen a little bit. Thanks very much for joining me today. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you've been following this video series, well done for following. I hope you got a lot out of it. And if you're new to this and you want to follow this video series, you want to go back and check out my previous videos and work your way forward, because there's a lot of good information in there that will help you become a successful investor. Okay, this is about wealth creation in motion, and the thought patterns, the thought processes that goes through, the mindset it takes to build a successful cryptocurrency portfolio. Any portfolio, in anything, you need the right mindset. There's two things it takes. One is the right mindset. The second is the right investment strategy. And I've spent a good set of time, and I'm continuing to talk about the mindset, because that is where most people fail. They just want the strategy without the mindset, and it doesn't work. So I'll continue to talk about that, but what I do is really share my figures on the portfolio. So as the portfolio grows, I share the figures of the day, how it's grown or how it's gone backwards, because it expands and contracts, So whichever, it doesn't really matter, because I know which way it's going. It's only going in one direction. I don't get caught up by contraction, because I know, that's the biggest problem with a lot of people. You get caught up in the wrong, looking at the wrong thing. Before I continue, I've got to do the disclaimer. So I'm not a financial planner, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not an accountant or CPA, neither would I want to be, no disrespect. But so do your own due diligence, your own research, and always remember that all investments do carry a degree of risk, so do not invest more than you can afford to lose. But I'm going to show you the power of being an investor later, after I show the figures. So make sure you watch this to the end. By the way, if you've been watching these videos for 2 minutes and switching off, don't do that. Okay, don't do that. You watch it to the end. All the good stuff is at the end of the video, not in the first 2 minutes. So if you've been switching off after 2 minutes, you have been missing. Okay, and I'll be frank with you. I don't care if you like me or not, because my money doesn't come from whether you like me. I'm an investor, and I make my money from my investments, not from whether you like them. I'm here to give you good advice and what you need to hear. I know these are lessons. I don't do these videos for fun. I do this for lessons to help you. Okay, so I'm talking frank and tell you what you need to hear. If you don't like it, it's not a problem. All right, but you can either be right or you can be rich. It's up to you. All right, so it's your choice. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to share my screen, and it's up for you to stay around to the end. If not, have a nice day. Here we go. Share my screen. So this is the spreadsheet I've been using, and it consists of 3 columns. One is the altcoin, one is the Bitcoin, one is the total. And what I do is just add the figures of the day. So in green, it's when it's gone forward on the previous day, and in red, it's when it's gone backward on the previous day. So it goes forward, for a week, and then sometimes go backwards for 3 days, and sometimes go forward for 2 days and backwards for 1 day, and sometimes we go forward for 9 days, and then go backward a day and forward and backward. That's just the way the market goes. So after a while, though, you start to see a predictable pattern, and when you combine this with other things, we get to see some very interesting developments. So, yeah, another long run here. But anyway, here we are today. We were forward yesterday. So today is the 7th of July. And a lot of noise on the high street there in front of the office. So I apologize if it's distracting. So 7th today, I get my figures from this page here, the asset summary page. So it's crypto investment asset summary, and what we're looking at here is this portfolio. It comes in through a live feed on the bottom here into an asset group here, and the final figure comes up here. This is updated every 10 minutes or so. So currently, this consists of 1 whole Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is currently 34,627, and so consists of one Bitcoin and a selection of carefully researched alternative coins, in which I invest majority of my money, as you can see. And there's a reason for that. And this is the total up here, 153. And on the right-hand side, we've got the same portfolio, just in pounds sterling or Great British pounds. And so it's the same portfolio. So what we're doing here is I'm going to take this figure here, 118,881.63. See if I can remember that. 118,881, 118,881.63. I think it was right. Is that 63? Yep, that's correct. And bring that down, and that is obviously an increase in yesterday. So let's 6,000 increase in yesterday. So that's nice. Nice, whether it increased or not, it's all nice. And you'll see the reason why it doesn't really matter, as I told after this in a minute. So the next figure is 153,509.17. So 153,509.17. So that is 7,000 above yesterday. So Bitcoin must be up. Yeah, Bitcoin is up on yesterday. That's nice. 600 up on yesterday, and this is, so everything stays green. Gold that. So that's the figures updates for today. Bitcoin is up, altcoins are up, $7,107. So all is right with the world. So, okay, great. Now what I want to talk about today, mindset, but the results of having a great mindset and being a patient investor, okay? So the results of having a great mindset and being a patient investor. I talked about investing. I talked about some simple investing strategies a few days ago. I talked about over 2 years, over 4 years. But what about over 10 years? What about over 10 years? I showed you what would happen over 2. And this is if you just put money in incrementally. What if you just put a lump sum in and left it? I could have done that over 2 years and over 4 years, and the figures are very different from the ones you saw before. Well, let's skip that. Let's talk about 10 years. You know, most people don't think long term. Everybody's get rich quick, get rich quick. What about 10 years? 10 years is not a very long time. What do we know? 2021. That's 2020. Yeah, 2011. 2011 wasn't that far. Wasn't that long ago. You know, but and 2031 will come. It will come whether you like it or not, and you'll just be 10 years older. The question is, how is it going to meet you? Are you going to be financially successful? Put the slide on here. Are you going to be financially successful, or, you know, or still working for someone, still dependent, still struggling for money? We've shown an example of what happens if you had the patience for 10 years. Okay, this is a beautiful story. Watch this. Let's, oh, I've got to share my screen. Let me just go here and back here. So I'll share my screen and let's hit this one. Come on, yeah. So let's show you something that happened. This is the story of Bitcoin, roughly. Okay, it's only going, yes, it's going up and down, up and down, up and down. It's so volatile. It's so, what people always often say, it's so volatile. And these are people who are short-sightedness, and they don't understand the asset. They don't understand the asset. Okay, Bitcoin is a beautiful, wonderful, and fantastic investment, as you're going to see in a minute. Okay, it is only going in one direction, that is up. So you should be happy, you should be confident in Bitcoin, okay? But here's, you know, let me show you, let me get to the story. Bang. One person turned almost 1,900 into 11 million, okay? So you check out this recent tweet, okay? It's from Whale Alert, okay? A dormant address containing 310 Bitcoins has just been activated after 9.7 years. That was worth 1,894 US dollars in 2011. You see, what does that mean? You understand? That person that put just under 2 grand, 1,900 into Bitcoin in 2011 and left it. Okay, listen. So as you can see, a whale address containing 310 Bitcoin recently became active after almost 10 years of dormancy. Okay, and so in less than 10 years, the value of the Bitcoin went from 1,894 to a massive $11,381,531. That's a staggering gain of 600,826% in less than a decade. Okay, and all from buying Bitcoin and holding it. Buying and holding it. Understand? There is no asset class in the world to date in history that has matched, even come close to Bitcoin. The crypto world is something special, and if you're not involved in it, you need to examine yourself. Okay, so remember, Bitcoin just moved up. Okay, that's the story of Bitcoin. That's what I'm going to tell you. The power of investing and holding. Patience. You cannot compare real estate or any investment. Okay, if you bought a house for 2 grand, let's say you bought a house. Let's say you bought a house. You had 2 grand. All right, I'm giving an example. If you bought some places real far, you can buy a house for 10 grand. Possible. What you do, you put down 2 grand as a mortgage, as a deposit, and you get a mortgage you get a mortgage for 8 grand, and you maybe get a 10 grand house. Now it'd be probably in a very far away area, not near the city or anything like that. But even that would only double in 10 years, be worth 22,000. Okay, so maybe you would have 10x your original 2,000 investment. But you can't compare with 600,000%. So anybody who says that Bitcoin is this and this, ask them to show you where they can show you an alternative that can give you 6,000%. Because Bitcoin is hands down the winner. Okay. Now the cool thing about it is that yes, you can invest in Bitcoin, and in the next 10 years it will give you better return than almost any other investment. But there are some other cryptocurrencies that can also give you staggering returns like this. Okay, and we teach about that on our website. I go back to let's just go back to my thing. There's a reason why. There's a reason why I invest 77% of my money in specially selected, specially researched altcoins to get that kind of return. Okay, because Bitcoin will not give you these kind of returns at the moment now, because it's had its time. Those were in the early days, and people who had the faith in the early time were rewarded massively. You still get great rewards, but these kind of returns are still available in the altcoin world, and especially if you select the right altcoin. So how do you get access to that information? Aha, now you're asking the right question. IamWealthyandRich.com. IamWealthyandRich.com. How to understand the game of money and play it well. You scroll down to this form here and fill in first of all, you get your mindset. You've got to have the right mindset. That person had tremendous discipline. Okay, and to get the right mindset, and then so you get Millionaire Mindset Investment Strategy free. Fill in the short form, get it for free. And then once you've got it, you start applying it, what we teach you in terms of get that discipline down, and you can reply to my email and get you on a webinar, a free webinar just talked about how to get access to this information. Okay? But you know, these kind of life-changing gains are still available for you. And this one reason why I came on really strong earlier, because let's go back to share the screen. Reason why I came on really strong earlier, because life is not a joking matter. Finances are not a joking matter. Too many people are missing out on too many opportunities because they don't have patience. You know, everyone's got a very short attention span, lifestyle, whatever, short attention deficit or whatever they call it. Okay, 2-minute mentality. That's not going to get you anywhere. Okay, so life is too short to miss out on the good things of life. You want to get the good things of life, you need to buckle up, be serious, straighten up your mindset, get involved with the right investments, and live and enjoy this life, like what you see in these background videos. This is for inspiration, but how do you think you get here? You don't get here investing in the wrong investments. You don't get here with a 2-minute attention span. Okay, so if you want the kind of lifestyle like this, it's available. It's available. I'm not saying you have to wait 11 years either, or 10 years either. But one step at a time. You know, first thing is get you free information, then contact us, get on one of our webinars, and you can make an informed decision from there. That's the end of this for now. I want to thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification button. And also, yeah, that's it. Just remember what I said, IamWealthyandRich.com. Get your information and start your journey. Thanks for listening. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.